This is a 2008 Yamaha FXHO WaveRunner head. I wanted to show how I remove the valves, the keepers, the buckets, etc. So first I took a fishing tackle box and labeled everything. Here's the rear of the motor, timing chain end, rear of the motor, timing chain end, sits on here, rear of the motor. Alright, so we'll label everything. So we've got 20 intake valves on this, so excuse me, 20, too many Christmas. We got 12 intakes and we got 8 exhaust valves on this. So just labeled those so we can keep a good reference on those. Keep them in these individual containers. My little dividers were starting to come apart here. They weren't holding very well, and that could be a kind of a big deal later on. Pretty hot mess, so decided to put this oh good, thought I lost one. So decided to put these zip ties around it. Anyway, the way I remove these, it seems to be pretty damn easy. I just take a 1/2 inch extension. This is going to go on my palm here, and I've got a little adapter on there to go down, and I've got a 13 mil, which fits real well downside the hole. 14 mil will fit also, and then I've got this little 12 mil, which is a magnetic tipped from Harbor Freight Tools. So the basic premise of this is, you see down in here, right underneath your shim and bucket. That used to be there. That's the shim and bucket. So that just comes out nice and easy with a magnet, the shim and bucket. Then this goes, and right down inside there, you can see kind of 2 half moon pieces around the valve stem tip. Those are the keepers, and that's what holds that valve spring down around that valve stem. So by putting this, sorry, losing my focus, by putting this on top of there, and then just sliding this over the top, when I push down on here, and then I do a little wobbly movement here, those two, you got to push down pretty good to compress that spring that's in there, and then the 2 little shims will get picked up on this little magnet inside of there. So let's try to do this one-handed. You know, I got to put a glove on. That is pain in my wrist. Okay, so you got to push down a pretty good amount of force. Do a little rotation. You can kind of hear a little click. That's when the keepers come up there, and that little magnet grabs a hold of them. So what you end up with is that right there. So you picked up this piece, you picked up the 2 keepers all in one shot, and it's very quick and easy just to knock these out and get them in your tray. There you go. So you got those parts from valve number 2 in the valve number 2 tray. Come back over here, grab your magnet. You got the green side up on the intake on the FX, and move on to your next one. Rinse and repeat all the way down the line.